So as you probably just noticed, my Evo has a... It's not annoying at all. So as you probably just noticed, my Evo has a quite annoying whine that rises and falls with the revs of the engine. I believe it's belt related since it's coming from sort of that side of the engine. I'm hoping it is accessory belt related, but today I'm gonna try and diagnose that. So I'm gonna pull the accessory belt off, start the car, see if the whine's still there. If the whine's still there, obviously it's gonna be timing belt related, which we'll still dig into. Hopefully we can pull the lower timing cover off and see what's going on in there, see what's making the whine. If I can diagnose that, then I can order what I need. And then I also have a set of OEM weather shields and OEM door window moldings to put on the car, since the ones that I got aren't great. And also my bumper rattles. So I gotta figure that out. Alright, so we've got the driver's side wheel off, and we have the plastic cover that goes here off. That is the accessory belt tensioner. So you need a 1/2 inch drive breaker bar or a socket and an Allen key. So you put the 1/2 inch drive socket in this, focus, in that little slot there, turn it, and then there's a hole in the bottom here. And then that hole in the bottom is what you put the Allen key through. The hole on the left there, this hole will line up with that hole, and then that will hold it open, so then you can get your belt off. I've got our little Allen key through the slot, and now our belt is all loose. So we can go ahead and pull him off now. Pull him off the power steering pump. Oh, Jess. Pull him off the power steering pump at the top here. And the alternator at the back there, and the AC pump down the bottom. So it'll be a little bit away from the top, bit away from the bottom, and we'll pull him out. Alright, we got the accessory belt off, no worries. Let's start this thing up and see if there's still going to be a really annoying whine. The whine absolutely drives me crazy. It's the one thing left that I hate about this car, now that the paint's fixed. If I can fix this whine, I'll be pumped. I'm very certain it's going to be timing belt related, but if it's accessory belt, that would really make my day. There's no whine! I think I couldn't hear it, but let's look at the footage and see what we think. It still was like a bit of a whirring, but I think it was different. Alright, so I was definitely tripping. I rewatched the footage of when I first turned the car on and then just then, and it obviously is still making the whine, therefore it's timing belt related. Unfortunately, which is kind of annoying, but that's what we expected, so it's fine. I had a bit more of a play around with it, but I don't really want to go much further, because I don't want to start pulling all the crank pulley off and all those other pulleys when I can't fix it. So I'm thinking I might order a timing belt kit and a timing belt tool kit, and then do that in the relatively near future. Just for peace of mind, it had a new timing belt 35,000 Ks ago, so technically there's nothing wrong with it, but clearly something's not working. And given the history of this car, I might just do it anyway, just so in my brain I don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna put this back together, and then let's do the weather shields and the door moldings, and I need to fix that too. So what I also need to fix is that. I'm gonna get my finger in there. What is that fitment? So currently I'm not running the bolt behind here and the bolt over there. There's just a few cable ties over there. Obviously that's not cutting it. So let's get that sorted. So I was just having to play with some of the pulleys. Just trying to like spin them to see what spins quite well, like the alternator and amongst other things. That's the water pump pulley just there. It's gonna be impossible to see, but it doesn't really spin that well. Like as soon as you spin it, it pretty much stops straight away. That could be our culprit. I'm pretty sure the pulleys are meant to spin fairly freely, but like I said, I'll order a kit and we'll work it out. I also put my JD Motorsports cop kit on. I didn't know that the cover would fit with it, but it does. So we've got that on now. So the stock coils are now out of the car. All the belts are back on. That's all sorted out. Let's move on to the bumper. We have to fix this rattling. And we have to fix the fitment. So I'm going to attempt to put the bolts behind here and here because I'm not currently running them. I'm kind of hoping that fixes both problems. Goes back down to the ground, bumpers back on. Fitment is a lot better. It's not 100%, but I don't think we're going to be able to get it 100%. I am out of time, so I'm going to finish tomorrow, but tomorrow is going to be the weather shields and the door mouldings. All right, so next day, let's get these mouldings and weather shields on. I believe these door mouldings are a bit of a pain to get off the car, so let's do them first. These all have part numbers on them. I was just looking at the JD Customs website. I know obviously their steering wheel is on the other side of the car, but front left hand moulding should be 755 on the part number. 755 should be front left. Should work. So I can just go through and see. It'll tell me what part number's what. Let's get to work on pulling these off the car. They're obviously pretty beat up. I tried re-blacking them. Didn't really work. You could maybe repaint these. Maybe I'll try that after I get these off the car, and then maybe I can pass them on to someone else. But shut up, Crow. Let's get these off the car. Also, look how gross that wheel is. Also on the to-do list. So I believe these should have a little screw right there. Undo that, and then I think you got to pop up and then slide them out. I think the ones on the back, the screws are in the front. Yep. Just in there, if you can see that. These and this should make a massive difference to the overall aesthetics. I'm not going to replace these yet because these aren't too bad. Damn, these things are a pain. The guy I got these off said they were a pain to get off. And he was not wrong. Hey. Man, that's dirty. That sucked. As expected, it's filthy under here. That wasn't very fun, but with a lot of patience and a lot of finagling, we got it. So let's get the rest of them off, and then we'll clean this up because that's gross. Sometimes working on cars is really fun, and other times it's not. Alright, we've got them all off. Definitely the best way to do it, you sort of maneuver this end up a bit and then twist it inwards like that, because there's like a little latch that the whole thing holds onto, so you can twist the end and then slowly you just pop it up along the whole line and then pull it out. We've got the old one compared to the new one. Obviously the difference is massive. These do bend quite easily, so I'm going to be quite cautious putting them on, but this looks 100 times better. So I can't quite get the trim in under the mirror, so we're gonna have to pull it off, unfortunately, because this is in the way and you can't clip it down over the top. I've never pulled the mirror off before, so let's try and work out how to do that. I'm gonna assume we just pop this cover off and then there's a screw or two in there. Alright, so looks like we have a screw for this trim bit, and then there's 2 bolts down in there. Alright, looks like we got 3 nuts to undo, 1, 2, 3, and then hopefully the mirror will come off. Cannot get this goddamn connector undone. I don't understand how the hell it works. Now I'm just sitting here eating Pocky. I don't understand why it's so hard, but it won't come off. I wish I had chocolate, but we only have strawberry ones. I first tried Pocky in Japan, where it's everywhere. If you haven't had Pocky, get some, it's fucking delicious. Alright, so we've got the whole mirror assembly off, so we should be able to get that molding on now. I'm thinking we might re-black that trim while it's off the car, because it'll probably be a bit easier. So I'm going to do that in a minute. Whoa. Alright, we got all our new trims on, they look fantastic. I'm gonna go around and put the screws back in here on the other side, and then that will be that part done. I've got one mirror blacked. I've got that mirror re-blacked, looking good. Got to do that one. You can tell there's obviously quite a difference. So I'll get that done, I'll put them back on the car, and then we can move on to our other shields. I'm an idiot. The screw that just goes there in that trim piece, I dropped, which means it's now down there, which means the whole door card's coming off. God damn it, don't drop your friggin' screws or your nuts. Managed to pop the bottom of the door card off and the screw came out, so we are back on. I'm gonna screw it in and then put this back together, just in case I drop it again. Alright, we've got the driver's side mirror and trim and everything door back together. Let's move on to the passenger side and hopefully we don't have to pull the door card. Alright, passenger side mirror is back on. So that's the door trims finished. Looking pretty good. Definitely took a bit longer than I expected, given we had to pull the mirrors off, but I definitely see it's looking better. Alright, let's move on to getting these things off. There should be some clips. I gotta work out where exactly they are and how the hell to get them off. So the heat was definitely the best thing to use. The Dunafloss wasn't strong enough, and I can't stand fishing, so I don't have any fishing line. It's off. Now we've got the fun part of removing all the adhesive. So using the heat gun and just sort of like peeling off the adhesive seems to be the best way. It comes off really easy, which is nice for a change. So heat and just see you later. This looks weird without weather shields, but we'll fix that in a minute. Oh, if it'll ever. Lancer, genuine parts. Look at him, he's crying. This is gold. It's like a little comic book. Alright, remove the run channel thing. Just trying to work out how these clips go. I'm kind of confused, to be honest. That obviously has to line up with that, so it must go that way somehow. Alright, I'm kind of confused about how it actually goes together. It says to stick it on and then use the clamp afterwards, so I guess we're just going to try that. I'm just going to follow what the book says. I sort of tried to work it out, but I don't really get it. So this thing has to go. Fit the clamps, clip holes in front deflector. Huh? Oh, the run channel. Oh, the run channel is that rubber. Ooh. I think I got the wrong rubber off. Alright, probably a rookie mistake, but the what do I call it? The run channel is actually this part, not the part on the inside the door rubber. So pull that part out. I've got that out now. From what I understand, you need it out from these three holes because that's where the clamps go. So now I've got that out. Let's try and put a clamp in there and see if it fits this time. That snapped in. Now I should be able to put the run channel back, but I think I need to put all three clamps in. Yep, put all the clamps in. Once you put them in, they slide around quite easy, so if you're not quite in line, that's not a big deal. Stick secure the front deflector to the clamps with the clips. So they have like these little clips and then these little covers. Alright, now we're going to pull the tape out. Alright, that took a little bit of working out, but one down. In my opinion, it looks fantastic. Much better than the other ones we had. There's nothing wrong with the other ones, other than I think these look better. Let's get that run channel back in and then that'll be one down. 4 to go. It'll be a lot quicker now, I know what I'm doing. Alright, that's one side of the car done. Looks a lot better in my opinion. Will look better when I get the windows tinted, but that looks really good. Not too bad to install once I worked out that to pull the run channel off, not the friggin' door rubber. Looks clean, Mitsubishi. Definitely happy with that. I'm gonna bang the other side out, and that'll be that. Passenger side, they sit in quite flat, which I really like, gives it kind of like that streamlined look. Big fan. These look great. Car is definitely looking a bit more like it's loved instead of like it's homeless and abandoned. Thanks for watching. I know it was kind of a random video. The few things I wanted to get done, we got done. Pretty happy about that. Car's looking better. I now know that my timing belt is the source of my whine or a pulley or something in there, so I'm gonna have to order a timing belt kit and sort that out. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. Go watch this video if you want. If you don't, well you should, so do it. Goodbye.